Howdy all, my Black's Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright. So I've been working a bit here at the farm. What is up with that log? um, okay. I apparently accidentally... Yep. I must have accidentally right-clicked on that with my axe. So I did get things cleaned out. I finished, for the most part, putting in the dirt. I put up a fence. I got quite a bit more done on the actual wheat field, so that's coming along nicely. But I figure I would, I want to go take a look at building a XP farm over here. I think I'm going to try and adapt my existing mob farmer. I don't know what to call it. I'm not exactly sure. I've never built an XP farm before, so but I think maybe I can do something. I guess the best or the first thing I probably need to do, and I probably should have done that before I started, was to look up how far mobs need to fall for a mob farmer. I don't know why I came over here. I need to be over here. How we doing, pumpkins? Okay, so I don't... Ooh. Why is it so bright in here? It is really bright in there for some reason. I don't, in fact, everything looks extraordinarily bright for some reason. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not sure on the fall distance. Let's see. I think it's like 22. 22. Yeah. Hey! Look at that. I did know the fall distance. It's 22. So let's go in here. And see, it shouldn't be bright at all. I must be having some kind of light glitch. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 20, 25. Yeah, this should be dark. This whole spot up here should be pitch black. Weird. None of this appears to be working. Why? Why is my timer not going off here? Why is this one on? I need to get up here just a couple more feet. Did you pick it up? I didn't pick it up. Dang it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, shoot. I thought it had fallen. There we go. See if we can fix this. Yeah, who knows how long this has been broken, but not that any of it's currently working if it's all bright light constantly. So that's my mob spawner up there, and so I need I should probably make sure this is 25. Okay. So I got 25 on me. What am I hitting my head on? Oh, there's a wall there. It got dark. Did it go nighttime? Is that what happened? Because it's not completely pitch black like it's supposed to be. Oh, and that worked out right. Yep. Okay. So if this is 25, then what I've got to do... I think it's... Well, no, because the mobs will... The mobs will fall along the edges, right? So... So I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 16. I think I need 16. I bet I don't have that much slime. I need 16, oh, I am drawing a blank. What is that called? Piston. Sticky piston. There we go. Because what I want to do is I want to extend the walkway, I guess, and catch the mobs at the height that will make them easiest to kill. I know it's not the best. Maybe I should just make a new one that funnels them better. I mean, technically, I could reshape the walls and the water and bring that in a little bit. I should look at that. I'm going to go back in there and look. Because what if I just bring it in a notch and I left it open, which isn't a good idea because there are some mobs that wear boots and stuff that don't die when they fall that distance. So right now it is basically what, a 5x5. So if I switch it to a 3x3, that still leaves the middle one open. But I can just bring the water in a notch. That's complicated though, because that water was not easy to get positioned correctly. How much space is there? See, the problem is that there are spiders. And right now everything is too... It's a five platform. That can't be right, though. Oh, yeah. It's a 6 platform with 2 blocks on the edges so that the spiders can fall off. And so when I bring it to the middle here... Yeah, I think it'll just be best if I leave it the way it is and just get a bunch of slime and do a bunch of sticky pistons rather than shrink this down. Because if I shrink it down, then I don't think I can get the spiders through correctly. And I do make use of the string that comes in through the system. So I definitely don't want to mess with my string production, which I use occasionally. But I don't think I have enough... You know, I should get some arrows while I'm down here, too. I just don't want to leave. Yeah, this has been broken for a while, man. I've got... Usually this is full, and there's like nothing in here. Weird. Alright, so let's get up here, and... I know there's a lot of different ways to build XP farms. I know I played on a multiplayer server for a bit, and one of the guys on there, he had a crazy. Oh, I tried the map skin today too. They're still coming up gray. But he had a crazy mob farm that. I mean, it wasn't crazy. I guess it was just a mob farm, but it was gigantic, and it was all up in the air, and he built it over the ocean, and you know, filled in all the light underneath, so the only place the mobs could spawn was in his mob grinder, and it involved like villagers in all 4 of the corners, and so he had to do all this work to get villagers in the right spot, um, and then they were in a dark... I probably should have brought more food too. I can't go hunting without food. I was not prepared to go slime hunting. Actually, I didn't even check to see how much slime I have. It's okay, there's a spot to get slime, maybe, over this way anyways. I know I had problems with slimes for a while. It would be here. I have 13 and I need 16, so I almost have enough. Gonna need a little bit more though. Do I have any meats? I don't really have any meats. Okay. Does my chicken dealio still work? It does not. Or... Oh, there's just no... It must be working. There's no eggs in any of this, so... Weird. Why is there no chicken? We've been doing with all the chicken, man. I can't remember. Is it full moon or new moon? Some kind of moon. Get you slimes. There is a swamp over here, though, which usually makes it easier to find slimies. Yeah, I was talking to my sister yesterday. sometimes I wonder. Why is it that when I ask a question, it's always an argument or somebody goes and talks about something else? You should okay. Let's stick with one story at a time here. So so I'm like, hey, the new Solo movie starts this weekend. Might be fun to go see that since it's an extra long weekend. And you want to go? You know what the answer to that was? I would like to go see the book club. You can go with me to go see the book club. Okay, but I don't know what the book club is. However, we are all fans of Star Wars. So, what about Solo? Well, I really want to see the book club, and I mean, I guess I can go by myself if nobody wants to go. That none of that's an answer. None of that. I didn't get a slime. None of that is an answer to do you want to go see Solo? Because I definitely don't want to go see the book club. I will go, I suppose, if you're really going, but everybody wants to go see Solo, so why are you making this difficult? Uh, I like I like big movies, big special effects kind of movies in the theater. I don't need to go see a movie about old woman's book club, is what she told me it's about. Because I still haven't seen anything about it. But that doesn't sound like the kind of thing you go to the theater to see necessarily. That sounds like the kind of thing that you wait till it comes out on video and watch it by yourself because no one else in the entire house wants to see that movie. I don't. Nobody wants to see that except her. Everybody, including her, has stated they want to go see Solo. So now we're just not going to go see anything. That's that's what it's come down to. She would not decide whether or not, and her family won't go without her. And I guess I really don't care if I go to the theater or not. Um, but it's infuriating to ask a question in this house because you never get an answer. Uh, in fact, her I can't make a decision drives me crazy sometimes. And then um, today, what was I trying to? It wasn't even a big long thing, but every time I started to talk, somebody else started telling something about the thing I was trying to talk about. Um, right. So I had seen an interview with both Donald Glover and Billy D. Williams about Donald Glover. I think it's Donald Glover playing Lando Calrissian in the new Solo movie, and and so I just wanted to tell him this quick little funny thing about the breakfast meeting and the two different points of view from the guys involved in the story. And so I'm like, so Donald Glover met with Billy D. Williams, and then my sister has to stop me and tell me a story about Billy D. Williams. And so then I'm like, okay, so Donald Glover and Billy D. Williams, they have this breakfast meeting about him playing Lando Calrissian, and he wanted to talk to, and then somebody else tells this big long story about Billy D. Williams. I'm like, none of you were talking about Billy D. Williams until I tried to tell you this thing about Billy D. Williams. So I just stopped talking. And then they finished their chats about Billy D. Williams, and they're like, okay, so you can go ahead and finish your story. I'm like, well, I don't know if I want to now. Yeah, I thought there was a swamp over here with slimes in it, but I don't see it. Dang it, I needed more slimes. It's alright, I guess I can... I didn't look to see. Maybe I have some extra sticky pistons to make up for the 3 more I think I need. Or I'll just have, 3 spots that aren't sticky pistoned until I can get more slime. Man, I had one more thing I was going to talk about. Oh, I know what we're talk about. So I'm watching the Legends on the Legends of Tomorrow, right? And it's this if you don't know what it is, it's a DC Comics TV show on the CW. Um, and I had watched the first season and thought it was okay. I don't think I liked it as much as Arrow or Flash, but it was good. And so I hadn't watched season two, and I think they just finished season three or four. I want to say three, but I just watched season three on Netflix, so I'm not sure if season three just finished or if season four just finished. But I think season three just finished, and I just watched it on Netflix. And so season one is pretty good. They it's about time travel. They got this guy and his family's killed in the future by Vandal Savage, and so he's come back in time to get people to help him fight Vandal Savage throughout time, trying to kill him before he can kill his family. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as cohesive, comprehensive. Comprehensive isn't what I want. Cohesive. It wasn't as I don't know. It wasn't as good of a show to me as Arrow or The Flash had been, and so I forgot what I was doing there for a second. And but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I liked the end of season one and everything, and the middle of season one and all that. But it was pretty good. And then season two starts, and so I'm like, well, this is gonna be a little weird because I mean the whole point of the show in season one was to kill Vandal Savage. He's gone now. Um, so what are they gonna do now? And uh, be this one. I've got one sticky piston. I got one sticky piston. So I've got enough sticky piston materials to make 14, including this sticky piston here. I need iron. I got redstone already. I'm gonna need some cobblestone. I'm gonna need some planks. Luckily, I've been chopping down trees. And I'm gonna need some iron. Alright. So it's planks, cobblestone, iron, redstone. Yes. Okay. And then it's pistons and slime balls. Alright. And then we get to season three. And season two ended with um, season two was three bad guys from Flash and Arrow teaming up to hunt down the Spear of Destiny so they could rewrite history. Pretty good. Once again had a pretty even flow to the storyline, and they weren't too goofy. I don't like goofy, and so season three starts, and oh, that would be 22. So this is the level at which I've got to put in sticky pistons. And it was weird. Uh, Everybody's personality was like, and I mean like the characters themselves were different. Um, Oop, I did that wrong. That's not where I wanted you to go. Where's my axe? And so they were all like manic. They're I don't know. It was almost like they'd brought in new actors. And it was just it felt weird, and it never really recovered from that. And then things were just so dumb. And this is what I gotta talk about. This show is at one point in the show they brought out so season okay, so season one they're hunting Vandal Savage. Season 2 they're hunting what they call the Legion of Doom through time, over the Spear of Destiny. Season 3 is about breaks in the timeline, and how they have to hunt the timeline. And on top of that, one of the guys that disappeared, and he's the guy that recruited them. And when he comes back, he's now in charge of his own group, who tries and fix time, which is what he grabbed the original group for. And but they joke that the original group is not a scalpel. The original group is a chainsaw. And so time doesn't need a chainsaw to fix it. Time needs a scalpel. And so their use of their skills and the fact they can't ever do anything correctly the first time, it feels like, made it so that he decided to swap them out for the new Time Bureau, and which is fine, but his personality changed, and so all the way up to this, he was on the run from the Time Bureau, and then they destroyed the Time Bureau, and so, oh man, I've got no method to make torches, and I need some torches. I did see some coal, I think, over here in my squid farm, which currently isn't working. Not this one, the next one. And so we get to this episode where they go to try and figure out one of these time anachronisms, they call it. And everybody's personality is like way too much of what they were. It's like if you've ever acted on stage, one of the things they tell you is when you act on stage, when you speak on stage, when you make gestures on stage, you have to exaggerate them, so that the crowd can see from a distance what's going on. It felt like that, only they're actors. And so every little nuance of their character was exaggerated. And so, um, and so it just made everything weird because they didn't act like that before. And so, like the one guy's an old man, and so now everything's about him being an old man, and he can't take it anymore. Uh, he's been on the show for two years at this point. What do you mean he can't take it anymore? Uh, the one guy wants to be a hero, and now he's just a Boy Scout. They've completely given up on the hero thing. He's just a super nerdy Boy Scout. And just stuff like that. And I'm gonna need more redstone. And so yeah, I don't know. This sums up the season for me though. And in one episode, it's about the Vikings coming to the United States, and or Greenland. Maybe they went to Greenland, wherever the Vikings were at. North America. There we go. So the Vikings are in North America, and somehow time changed, and instead of going back like they do in history, they stayed. And so, because they stayed, the United States and Canada and stuff became New Vinland uh, instead of North America, and so everything became Viking. I guess I don't know. It didn't really seem to change other than the name. And so when they went back to see what had happened, this guy got what was basically a Tickle Me Elmo, and it was called a Bebo, and had fallen through a crack in time. And I'm probably gonna need repeaters. Uh, I'm for sure gonna need repeaters because there's no way this is going to make it all the way through. And so when you pat its belly, it says things. And so the Vikings decided it was a god, and he was trying to use the guy who fell through time was trying to use the Bebo to make them less scary. And one of the Vikings decided she didn't like it, and so she tried to take over, uh, and make the dude, um, or then she started translating for the doll, and so when he would say "Bebo hungry," that meant war. I don't know what she translated "Bebo loves you" into, but um, yeah, and so I thought that episode was dumb. Uh, A, they completely gave up on the science in the first season and the second season that dealt with the fact that none of them speak the same language. Vikings and modern people from the United States don't speak the same language. And, but on the show, they completely gave that up. And so they totally understand each other and they're able to understand the doll, I guess. I don't know. And, do I have any repeaters? I have one repeater. I think I'm going to need a couple. How do I make a repeater? Okay, first off, I guess let's come over here. And so, whatever. But they had a lot of silly episodes. A lot of silly episodes that season. And I didn't like it. Because I don't like silly like that. And, but whatever. You want a silly episode, it's not my show. I just won't enjoy it. And then hopefully go on to the next show. But it never ended. And then the final episode, so season 3 was um, this demon named Malice, right? So there's some good episodes in there about the demon Malice. And then they decided that the only way to fight Malice was to release him. And then they could fight him at the end. And so they've got these totems that give you powers. And for whatever reason, the only way to defeat Malice was to let the totem's energy combine to create a creature based off of the 6 people who held the totems. And so oh, you know what? I don't know what I came up here for because I need to. No, I guess I do need to come up here, and then I need to jump up top over here. And so I think if I do this, that'll be enough to get through. And then I need... well, right here is probably good. And so they have to combine their powers. And so the first time they try to do it, it didn't work. Oh. What? Did it do it on this side too? Okay, apparently that didn't work. Alright, so we gotta go up a notch. Hold on, we'll get you. And so what do they have to do? What do they create for their ultimate champion to fight this time demon that got released? They form a giant, stupid Beebo. Because that's all they can think of. You told me to think of something pure. And that was the whole season, was just them doing riffs on old movies. They had a Groundhog's Day episode. They had a Freaky Friday episode. That's Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. And it was just that repeated over and over and over. And every time I thought they were going to be okay with an episode, then they had another stupid episode. Yeah, I was not happy with season 3 of Legends. That's not my kind of show. I am currently really enjoying Black Lightning, though. That's pretty awesome so far. That's been pretty... I mean, I realize it's a comic book show, right? And so there is going to be some corniness to it. I mean, there doesn't have to be, but there always is. And so I understand that, and I'm fine with a little bit of it, but... oh, it was just terrible. Okay, so... yeah, so that should stop everything that falls from dying. So yeah. So when I need mobs to kill, I can just flick the lever here. And then when the lighting system works again, that should help me get mobs to fight. I guess to really make this good, though, I'm going to have to go around and light up everything up top. Which is actually why I have all these pumpkins. Because the idea... new pumpkins. Because the idea was to take... uh-oh. I don't know how to make carved pumpkins. Those are my only two bladed. How do you make carved pumpkins now? Do you just put it in your inventory, maybe? Nope, because that makes seeds. Nope. Really? I have no pumpkin recipes, it says. Um, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make jack-o'-lanterns so I can use those to light the place up, I guess. I don't have to, I could just drop torches everywhere, but I thought I'd start dropping things in the ground. How do I not have pumpkin recipes? Okay, so I got the recipe for pumpkin seeds. Okay. Do you put it on the ground and then Dude, I don't. Can you not make jack-o'-lanterns anymore? Weird. I don't know how to do it. All right, with that, click like if you like, subscribe, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.